Alright, so this is just a one-time thing. Just gonna be doing this for like probably 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Mainly this video is just to tell people in the clan that if you do buy the control game, if you ever buy the control game, um, either today, either it was today or yesterday, either it was today or yesterday, Remedy posted online for October 6th to October, I believe, the 10th, and they will be releasing new outfits for PC and console. So I believe the PC one was released on October 6th and 7th, and today's one, the outfits were released on consoles, either yesterday or today. But I wasn't playing this yesterday, so maybe it was released today. Either way, why I'm saying this and why it's important, because these were once pre-ordered only outfits that you could not get in the original Control game or even in the Ultimate Edition. You could not get these outfits. There were no challenges, no nothing in order to get this. This was stuff you would have to pre-order before the game Control was even released, as kind of like a funding towards the game, or if you buy our game in advance and pay us a lot of money in advance, you could get these outfits. And this was years ago. So after like more than probably 7 years, depending on when Control Origin came out, probably more than that, they finally decide to release these outfits. And this is very important because you could not get these outfits whatsoever at all. The bunny ears and this suit, these are things that came with this game that you could unlock inside of the game as part of the Foundation DLC, as well as the Alan Wake stuff. These are all DLC outfit stuff that are in the game that I eventually unlocked. But the outfits, and these are the outfits, the ones that are highlighted with those little red upside down control icons, those aren't things that you could get in this game whatsoever at all. Remedy, when they originally released the control game, says only people who decided to pay for the pre-ordered can get these outfits. It has been years upon years upon years upon years for people to finally get these outfits, and it's very important because if you are into Remedy games, whether it's Alan Wake, whether it's Max Payne, whether it's Control, whether it's their new one, Fire Team or Firestorm, whether it's the future upcoming game that they're going to be released, and which is probably going to be Control 3, I mean Control 2, and or whether it's other games as well that they've released in the past. No matter what those Remedies games were, some of them came with pre-ordered, and others do not. But this was one of those that came with pre-ordered design outfits for either DLCs or the original game itself, which you could not have gotten. And if you are a fan of Remedy games, of any Remedy games, whether it's old school Remedy games or current Remedy games, to get something like this is a very, very big deal because it's like getting an in-game item that you pick up that's a rare collectible that you could not have gotten anywhere else. That is not a challenge. That is not something that you could find anywhere else. It has to be earned by either funding the game or pre-order towards the game. So these aren't as important as I would say the outfits in the game that you earn because you actually earn those. I actually earn those bunny ears. I actually earn this extra dimensional suit. But they're very important because they're part of a Control universe. They're part of Jesse Faden's entire outfit motif. To have not all of her outfits is to not have everything related to Jessie, which is fine. But if you're a Remedy fan and if you really like their games, like you're a diehard Control fan, it's kind of like if you're a really diehard Call of Duty fan and you really love Call of Duty, you would have the best outfits. And why this is also so important is not just because you're getting the pre-ordered outfits, is because you don't have to pay for it. You're not having to pull out money out of your pockets and give them money to get these outfits. These are not things that you have to pay for. They only come with the Ultimate Edition Control game, which can be purchased online if you purchase the game anyway. So you're now getting 3 free outfits without putting any money up front to buy them like extra DLC content outfits like in some games. They're giving you these things for free, especially since these outfits are ones that were pre-ordered outfits, specially designed outfits that you could not have earned in the game, that someone did for free for only specific people. And now those specific people, well, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but from my point of view, I'm not going to argue it. What I am going to say is, well, if these things are only rare for certain people who pre-order it, then you kind of cheapen the whole idea of giving those people who actually invested in the game way back in the days those things, because now everyone has it. But I guarantee you that's not going to be the case. If in the case of Control, if that is the situation that's happening, those people who pre-ordered the game in advance are also going to get something and keep something, or probably have something to reinforce what they got with regards to the pre-ordered. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I'm not going to argue this point. The point is, I now got 3 outfits in a game without spending a dime. And this Ultimate Edition was like $5 because I already had the original PlayStation Plus Control downloaded into my systems. And when this game, I guess when the original game went on sale, the Ultimate Edition went on sale, all I had to pay was $5 if if I have a PlayStation Plus subscription to buy the actual full game. So not only did I save a lot of money with regards to this game, I now have 3 free outfits for this game without me spending a dime. And these were pre-ordered outfits. This is a pre-order outfit. Is there no way in fuck that they would include this in the game? Like, look at this. Look at this shit. This is not something that you could just get in the game. This is definitely like something straight out of some other game that someone decided to put into Control, because everything in Control seems like it belongs in Control, whereas this feels like this is something that doesn't belong in Control. It feels like this belongs in another game. But these are all pre-order outfits. The only thing that feels like it belongs in Control is this right here. This also doesn't feel like it belongs in Control. It feels like this is also something from another game as well, like another fighting game or another tactical shooter game. But the main one is this one. So that's it for Control. These are all pre-ordered outfits now added to this game. Why is this such a big deal? I keep saying it over and over again, because if you're into Remedy games and you're the type of person who really want to enjoy the full experience of Control, outfits is a main thing, a main theme of Control, of the Control games. It's a main thing that people go after. It's not like a collectible, it's part of what makes it so important to go back to this game over and over again, try to get all the outfits. And the fact that you could now have pre-ordered outfits without spending a dime, that's a win in my book. Not $5. Even if you had to spend like $2 to get this outfit per each outfit in the PlayStation Store, that's still money coming out of your pockets. But here, Remedy said, no, it's been more than enough years. There you go. Free outfits from pre-ordered, and some, I believe one of them is not pre-ordered. The dive outfit might not be pre-ordered, but I think so. I think the dive outfit is also pre-ordered. I believe Urban Response is pre-order, Astral Dive is also pre-order, and Technical Response, yeah, all three of them are pre-order. So these are all pre-ordered outfits that you now can get in this game without spending a damn dime, and I'm all about it. So besides this, what am I going to be doing for the remainder of October, leading up to October 31st, which is Halloween? Well, apparently there's something else that happened, and it's very important as well. Remedy did not only release the pre-order outfits for this game, Control, they also decided to, I don't know if they told PlayStation or PlayStation asked them, like, what do you want to release with regards to your games? Do you want to release anything with regards to your games for the month of October? And I believe that unless this is a complete PlayStation decision or a coincidence, Remedy probably told PlayStation it's fine, they could do it. The game Alan Wake 2 is now downloadable by PlayStation Plus in the PlayStation Plus store. Now that might not be important to other people or some people, but it's important to me because just like Control, Alan Wake 2 is an award-winning game that won multiple awards. Not one, not two, we're talking multiple, not even three, we're talking multiple awards. Once you go past, to me, I say two's company, three's the crowd. Once you go past three, then there's no arguing that that game is not good or overrated. Like, if a game is overrated, then it should not have won that many awards. And that means someone thought that the game should have won that many awards. So Alan Wake 2 is now within the PlayStation Plus store. And it just happens to be in the PlayStation store, which it was either downloaded yesterday by the PlayStation, or should I say it was placed in the PlayStation store yesterday by the PlayStation community, or it was placed there today by the PlayStation community. The same day they decided to release these outfits for Control. That cannot be coincidence. If it's coincidence, it's too familiar coincidence. The very same day they released the outfits for Control is the same day that they decide to put Alan Wake within the PlayStation Plus store as a downloadable DLC content. And I'm not talking Alan Wake 1, I'm talking Alan Wake 2, the game that won more awards than the first game. The game that was originally, when it came out, was $70, and 2 years later it was still like $60, and today it's like still $50. Like, if you go to the PlayStation Plus store and you actually look at the actual price of the original Control game, it's like $49.99. So it's like $50 after like 2 years have passed. It's now dropped down to like $50. Wait, did Alan Wake 2 came out in 2023? I think that came out in 2024. Yeah, I think it came out in 2024. So about a year and a half. So it's now $50. Regardless, you now get to play a $50 game from the PlayStation Store. Then you could download it an award-winning $50 game from PlayStation Plus store. So only thing you would need to spend is $10 to play the game, and it will always be within your archive. And if you don't like what the PlayStation Plus has to offer for the following month, you cut off the subscription. You won't be able to go back and play Alan Wake again. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Because once you pay for it, that one-time $10 thing, and whatever you download from PlayStation Plus store, let's say you download 20 games from PlayStation Plus store, with that subscription, the moment you cancel that subscription, you can't download any other games because you cancel your subscription. But every game that you did download before, you can play because you already downloaded it. It's already in your system. It's already on your console. Now, if you decide to delete it from your console, and it then goes back into the cloud, into your archive, and then you have to re-download it again. But then you know how that works. You have to have the subscription in order to re-download it again. So you wouldn't download 20 games anyway, because I doubt anybody's PlayStation 5 can hold 20 games or even 10 games on their monitor alone without taking up mad storage space. So either way you see it, I'm going to download Alan Wake 2, and I really wanted to play Evil Within starting October the 12th. But I have no choice now, because Alan Wake 2, which is also considered a horror game, has been added to the PlayStation Plus store. And there's no way in hell a game that won many awards and it costs like probably $49 or $50, I'm going to pass that up and not play that game. But I'll tell you what I will do. As soon as I download it, and whatever I need to download, I'm going to download that and probably one other game. Then I'll cancel my subscription, because the next due date is October the 16th, 2025 for a next $9 payment. And I'm not doing that. I'm going to skip over October, and I'm going to skip over November. I'm going to go straight into December, and I'm going to see what they're going to have for December. Because I know if they're going to release Alan Wake in October, which is an award-winning game, there's no way in hell they're going to do the same thing for November and release another good game in November. No way in hell. Hell, they might not even do the same thing for December. This is a rare opportunity. Like, if you don't like Alan Wake, that's fine. But only an idiot, well, I wouldn't say an idiot, only a person that's really not into horror games wouldn't rock Alan Wake, or that into that type of storytelling horror games wouldn't rock Alan Wake. But it would be kind of foolish to not do so, because very rarely do the PlayStation Plus offer you multiple award-winning video games for just $10. And then you cancel your subscription and don't come back. You just have that game on your PlayStation Plus forever, and you can play over and over and over and over again, as long as it's not multiplayer. And Alan Wake is not multiplayer, just like Control is not multiplayer. I don't need to have a PlayStation subscription to play Control. So that's all I got to say about that. But I will say one thing though. Come October 31st, on that day and that day alone, I will be paying Evil Within 2. I don't care what I said with regards to Alan Wake. That Alan Wake will be played, the only game played for the month of October with regards to horror, from mid-October going all the way down to October 31st, or from October 12th going all the way down to October 31st. Sure, I'm going to be playing Alan Wake 2, but October 31st, that's going to be on that day and that day alone. If I'm not working on that day, I'm going to be playing it the previous day. If not, I'm not working that day, that very day, 31st. I'm going to play it the previous day. But if my day is free on the 31st, Evil Within 2 is going to be played on that day alone. But for what was going to be October 12th leading into the 31st, Evil Within has now been substituted for Alan Wake. Substitution. So that's all I gotta say. This is a very good day. This is a very good day. An extremely good day. This shit, it's unbelievable. Like, you would have to spend extra cash when the original game came out, or when the DLC came out, added towards the actual price of the game, just to get these outfits. And now, like, this one is not really good looking at all, but this, the tactical response, and especially this, the urban response, both response outfits, you would have to spend dough to get this. Maybe an extra $5. Hell, I don't know, maybe an extra $10. But now you don't have to spend jack shit. Maybe you only had to spend like an extra $2 when it originally came out with pre-order. But as we all know, pre-orders are always expensive because they have extra stuff added to it. You get extra collectibles. You got emblems. You got attachments. You got little nuggets and stickers and stuff. Anything that comes with pre-order, game bonuses, all that stuff is expensive. Or should I say the product, the package product is expensive. But now, whether this costs a couple of dollars or a lot of dollars, don't matter. You now have it for free. So I'm not going to argue this, man. This is some cool ass shit. I mean, look at his fucking outfit. This is awesome. I don't know what it is. Maybe anything Jessie rocks she looks good in, but who knows. The cat ear is kind of looking weird, but it took me forever to get the cat ear, so she's gonna have it on. So that's it for this game. The anime stuff is going to be released October 30th or the 29th, a day before October 31st, because there's not that good of animes that are horror related coming out for the month of October, which is a disappointment, because I've now realized the Japanese are really either they're cracking down on horror in their country and they're not releasing it a lot like they used to, or they kind of switch the typical dates or months with regards to when they release horror stuff. It seems like October is no longer, even September and October is no longer the months that they usually release horror stuff anymore. So I might have to go back to June, July. I might have to go all the way back to August, then back to September, and then to October to search for something, because I searched the first week and a half of October, and there's nothing for the month of October that's actually constituted as horror. So we'll have to go back all the way to September and all the way to August to find something, because there's no way in hell I'm going to release an best anime to watch, horror animes to watch in the month of October if there's no horror anime to watch in the month of October. I couldn't believe it when I looked through the entire latest playlist of animes that were released in Japan for the month of October, and not a single one of them was constituted as horror. Not a single one. Many of them had horror elements like monsters and demons in it, but those things fell under the registrar of mystery and murder mysteries. They weren't constituted as horror. They were constituted as murder mysteries. They just happened to have monsters in it. And after watching two of those animes, and I watched two of them. They're each one episodes a piece because they were just released in October. They're not good. They are not good. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the month of October. If I have to go back a month or two, or maybe even three, I might have to go back a month or two or three. If it turns out that the real good stuff for the month of October, with regards to horror, is going to release in the last 2 weeks, the last week of October, or maybe the third week of October, then I don't see how this is going to work out. Because there's no way in hell if something is released the third week of October in Japan, would it reach the United States in time before the month of October is over. There's no way. It's not going to work. So I have to go back a few months. And this is not a me thing. This is Japan decides to not release a lot of horror anime in the month of October and September. So I have no choice but to go back deeper. So that's it for this. Standard giveaways is going to be October 31st. Evil Within 2 is going to be played October 31st. Anime is going to be released October 30th. Now, if I'm busy working on the 31st, then the giveaway is going to be October 30th. Evil Within 2 is going to be October 30th. And the anime is going to be October 29th. So a day back for each. But that's all I got to say with regards to this video. I can't believe this, man. This is so freaking awesome. I mean, look at this shit, man. Like, imagine how much money you would have to spend just to get something as simple as this. In some games, especially in Call of Duty, just to get something just this simple, a simple outfit like this probably costs like $10. Like, kiss my ass. This is why I love Remedy. Remedy be like, kiss my ass. We're not going to charge people extra money for this. We're just going to give it to them free. This is why I love Remedy. And this is why I'm also going to play Alan Wake 2. Because if I had to pay for this, I would not have downloaded Alan Wake 2. In fact, if I had to pay for this, I probably would not have played any other Remedy games other than Control. And I already played Max Payne. And I played Alan Wake 1. Like, if the Remedy people who work at Remedy, all of them, or especially the director of the game, if they were all like greedy ass Epic, then I would have probably only played one of their games. Just like For Honor, Ubisoft. If it wasn't for Assassin's Creed, I probably wouldn't have played For Honor. Because the moment I played For Honor and I saw what it was, like, it was just pay for this, pay for that, pay for this. That was it for me in Ubisoft. 2 fucking games from Ubisoft. Maybe, here's the worst part. There are many good games Ubisoft made that you don't know that's Ubisoft. Because I've played more than 2 Ubisoft games. I just can't remember what the third one was. But I remember one of them is probably on this channel as well. In fact, I've probably have 3 Ubisoft games that I've played before. But I'm completely done with Ubisoft. Anything that says Ubisoft in it, I'm done. I would never be done with Remedy. Never. Because if they're willing to give you this, something that would probably cost you a lot of money just to drop out of your pockets. And, I mean, this is awesome shit, man. Look at this shit. I just wish I could... Wait, there is photo mode. What am I talking about? Like, look at this. I mean, it's not the best looking freaking sneakers. But based on the type of outfit she is wearing. She's wearing an urban response outfit. The pants looks good. Then again, I keep remembering women back in the days saying that they would never wear outfits like this. Like in the 90s, you wouldn't see a woman being caught dead wearing cargo pants. Shows you how fucking stupid the 90s were. Like if you saw a woman wearing cargo pants in the 90s because she was working construction or doing artwork within the artwork studios, but a woman would never walk around wearing cargos. Like this type of outfit is freaking awesome. All right, so that's it. That's all I got to say about this. Those are the things I had to say. I thought it was going to be 5 minutes, but I also had to make sure I stated I thought it was going to be 5 minutes or even 10 minutes, but I had to state the things with regards to Free Item Giveaway. I had to state the things with regards to Alan Wake 2 not being within the PlayStation Plus store because Remedy decided to release these outfits as well as that game within PlayStation Plus for free. Shows how freaking awesome Remedy is. They had to agree with it because PlayStation just can't say no, we're going to just do it without your permission. So Remedy, thank you for that too. And also I had to state with regards to the anime what I was going to do with regards to the anime. And plus I had to state the reason why this was important. Because these are pre-order outfits and you could not get them whatsoever at all. But now, happy day, everyone who's into Remedy games can now finally own the final 3 outfits of Control that they've been waiting years to get. Years. So, happy day. That's all. I will be downloading Alan Wake 2 today, and I'm probably going to play it on October the 12th. Um, yeah, I'm definitely going to play October the 12th. Starting October the 12th, I'm going to be playing Alan Wake 2. But for the remaining of this week, it's just going to be Warframe on my own time. And maybe I'll broadcast it when the release of the new update comes out. I'm going to broadcast that one as well. But I just had to make this video. I had to make this video with regards to these outfits because don't pass up this opportunity if you're into Remedy games because you're not going to get it again. Because there's no guarantee once they decide to release these outfits for the Ultimate Edition Control game that's going to be there forever. Because if they bring out another edition of Control, this game, they might decide to remove the tactical response outfits from an upgraded version of the game in the future. So this is like a collector's edition type thing. You don't want to screw yourself over. And when they release another update of Control, they decide to remove these outfits from that update. I don't see the reason why they would, but human beings have been known to do asinine things. Things that don't make fucking sense. And you're scratching your head and say, well, that was dumb. Why the hell would they do that for? Could be copyright issue, could be ownership issue, could be anything. But when you get the opportunity like this to get something for free that would have cost you money or you couldn't have access to, do so. I'm only telling you to do this because I'm into Remedy games. If you're into Remedy games, go ahead. If you're not into Remedy games, then you could ignore everything I'm saying and only pay attention to the anime stuff I stated and to the free item giveaway, which is going to be this October 31st, and that's it. You don't need to pay attention to anything else. You don't even need to pay attention to I'm going to be playing Evil Within 2 on October 31st. Only those 2 things. And if you're not into anime either, you can ignore that. Everything I say with regards to this channel is an association to what I do on this channel. Anime, gaming, manga. Those are the things I stated. If I say it in a video, if I'm talking about it in a video, it's important because you could miss it if you are into those things. If you're not into those things, then it doesn't matter. So that's it. I'm out.